Hey Shark fans, thanks for tuning in to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm KC Hahey. Alongside me is head coach Gary Tuell of the men's basketball team here at Nova Southeastern University. Coach Tuell, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for having me, Casey. Good
Anytime.
to see
you too. Hey, I want to jump right into this up-and-coming season. You have a pretty competitive, packed schedule. Several of the teams have a lot of experience in the NCAA tournament. Can you talk about, the schedule moving forward, and was there some strategy in this?
Well, it's always been my philosophy to play the very best teams you can play, and we try that every year. We try to schedule teams that we think are top 20 teams, and that if we can find teams that have played in the NCAA tournament the year before, we like to play those guys. I think, if your long-range goals are to help guys learn to compete and play against the best competition every night to get better, and if you want to go where the teams you're playing have already been, then I think you've got to play those guys and find out how to beat them and learn how to play with them and beat them. And I've never believed it does you a lot of good to play cupcake college, and I just don't think you get anything from that, and I don't think your players really enjoy it, to be honest. So I think they like the challenge of our schedule. We play 4 teams that will be ranked in the top 10. 2 might be ranked 1 and 2, and then the other teams that are on our schedule are certainly they're not dog meat. Right. So, it's going to be a tough go for us every night. But that's what we want, and we think that in the long run that makes us better for conference play.
Great. Now, aside from the teams that you're going to be playing, let's talk about our team a little bit. The return of Cahill. Yeah. What type of player is he, and how is he going to affect your team moving forward?
Well,
this season?
Let's hope and pray that he stays healthy. Brian Cahill, of course, was Freshman of the Year in the Sunshine State Conference 3 years ago now, and he's had a couple of back surgeries, and not many guys come back from that. And he took last year off completely from school to rehab to try to find some people in all through America, to be honest with you, because he went everywhere and worked under a lot of different people who helped him with his back and with his flexibility. Brian's a 6'4" guard. He can play 3 positions, and he will play 3 for us. He's bright, and he's talented, and he's excited about being able to play basketball again, and we're excited about having him back. So Brian's a good he's a very good player, and when he's healthy, he's a really good player. So we're excited about Brian.
I'm not going to lie, I saw him shooting around the other day. He looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, he's moving
looks healthy
well.
to me.
Yeah, he's moving really well. He's jumping well. So far, we've tried to be careful with him in terms of not fatiguing his back, but we've tried to rest him some here and there when he's needed it. And he's smart enough and been through it enough that if he feels like he needs the time off, he'll let me know. Right. So, we've got a good working arrangement, but he's been great in practice, and we're excited to have him.
Great. Now you have a handful of returners coming back. You also have a slew of transfers, Division I transfers. What impact are they going to have on the team, playing at a higher level, coming down, the motivation that they have, and so on and so forth?
Well, I don't know. Some D1 transfers, are disappointing because they think that they're going to dominate at the Division II level, and then when they get here, they find out it's about as tough as it was where they were. And other guys come right in and fit into your team and play well. I'm real proud of the group that we have, and the transfers that we have been terrific. They've fit in like they've been here all their lives. So. That's a testament not only to their character, but to the character of the guys who are coming back, who have incorporated them into our team and into our basketball family. So Stian Berg, who transferred from Northern Illinois, was the starter part-time as a freshman point guard at Northern, and he comes from Norway. His father's a coach in Norway for a professional team. And Stian has a lot of, obviously, basketball background with his dad being a coach. He's also an extremely good athlete, probably the best athlete on our team. And I love him, man. He's a leader. He's a sophomore who's got 3 great years ahead of him. And, we're tickled to death that he's here. And we think he's going to be a terrific player in our league. Garrett Frick transferred from New Jersey Tech. Garrett's been all over the world. He comes from California, went to prep school at Air Force Academy, was going to originally go to Air Force and then changed his mind, went to Jacksonville State in Alabama and had a shoulder injury that kept him from playing there. Then went to New Jersey Tech, and now he's at Nova. So he's,
okay, he has been everywhere.
hopefully he's found a home, and I think he has, and he certainly feels like this is a great place for himself. So Garrett's, he's a very talented young guy, and like Steon, he's very bright, and we think he's going to be terrific for us. He's 6'5", 6'6" forward who can play inside and outside, and he's a very mature young man, and we're just tickled to death that he's here too. Great.
Now I got to ask you, Coach. There's been some talk around about a new style that you're bringing to the team. Not in too much detail, of course, but what does this new style entail, and what can the Shark fans expect out of the team this year?
Well, we've looked at our team. We tried to analyze our strengths and our weaknesses and come up with a system that we felt best fit our guys. And we don't have size. Our biggest guy is 6'5", so we don't have the big guys right now that we were hoping to have at the start of this year. And we don't have Mike Terry. Nobody talks about Mike, but we signed Mike out of high school in Kentucky. He was a first-team All-Stater and a 6'6" guard forward who's a lights-out shooter, and beat Bellarmine, who's ranked #1 in the country, beat Bellarmine, and beat Lipscomb, Division I school, beat Division I Eastern Kentucky, Division I Moorhead for Mike, and we were thrilled when he chose us.
Absolutely.
And then he tore his ACL playing in an all-star game against the Indiana All-Stars. So Mike sits out this semester and will enroll in December and get his college career started then, but we'll redshirt him this year, and we'll have him as a freshman next year. So had Mike been with this group, I don't know that we would do what we're doing right now. He's certainly a great player, and we're excited about his future here. We've just sort of taken a lot of things from a lot of different people who have run the Princeton offense and some hybrid Princeton offenses, and we've studied it, and we've just decided that we're going to try it, and that's the best way for us to go. So we don't run a Princeton offense per se, but we run some sort of a hybrid Princeton. And the thing on our team is that all 5 guys play all 5 positions, and we don't care who's where, and we move guys around and let them all do their thing from anywhere on the floor. So yeah, I don't know, how it's going to shake out, but so far guys have enjoyed doing it, and they've worked hard and they've gotten themselves in shape. And we're going to press, and we're going to try to play defensively an up-tempo pressure style, and we're going to try to run, and hopefully in our offense we'll take advantage of the fact that we've got some really good shooters, good passers, kids that work hard and cut hard and play together, and I think overall this team could develop into a real special, fun group, but it's going to take time. This is not going to happen in November and December for these guys. First of all, the schedule's brutal, and secondly, they've got a lot to learn, and so it'll be late January before this team really comes together and starts to be able to utilize everything we want to do. But, I think by the end of the year we're going to be a pretty good ball club, and that's where we want to be at the end of the year.
Well, it seems like a very exciting brand of basketball. Shark fans to come out and watch.
I think people will enjoy the fact that these guys really play hard, and I think they'll enjoy the fact that they share the ball extremely well. And I think they're going to enjoy this team's effort. I think it's obvious to everybody that we're undersized, and all you got to do is walk out and see that. But I don't think that's going to keep us from playing hard, and I think size is probably the most overrated thing in basketball anyway. So if we pass, cut, dribble, shoot, and play with great intensity and passion, then I think we'll be just fine.
Great. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. I wish you the best of luck this season, and you and your team the continued success.
Thanks, Casey.
Appreciate it, Coach
Tuell.
And that's head coach Gary Tuell, and I'm KC Hahey saying so long, and as always, go Shark.